There's been some speculation that I was involved in the events that occurred with the Zaman idol and the email. And you know, it's one thing to suspect that I might not be telling you the whole truth, and it's another entirely to make wild accusations and insinuate that I'm some sort of snake. You know, I'm just not the Puppetmaster type, clearly. I'm a grad student, I don't have the fucking time, I barely know this game. So the truth is, I am the Puppetmaster. I'm sure you're all wondering why the fuck I did any of this, and I'll tell you. I was not looking for the Zaman idol when I found it. I was looking for the Verandi idol, and it was sort of an unfortunate or fortunate consequence of looking for the Verandi idol that I found the Zaman one.
Yeah.
It's trash in here. Fuck, it's not even long. Zaman? Saman? How do you say it? I don't know. It's not long. Here, look. It's a big rip. I'm gonna keep it for now, because I don't want them to have it. But I don't know who I would give it to. This is quite interesting. Okay.
Time to make a new ally.
I'm feeling good about myself. That's for sure. I think I can find mine. I feel like I did not start out this game being like, I'm gonna scheme. I specifically was like, I'm not gonna scheme. And now like the schemes have fallen into my lap. And so I'm like, well, I have to do this. But it's just so funny. I don't know why I didn't think I was going to. You know? I forgot the thrill of a good scheme. I don't know what to do with this. Oh, didn't really know what to do with it at the time. And I thought, this is Survivor. Why not have some fun? And that's what I did, in a way. For myself, not for everyone else, apparently. Earlier today, I was out looking for my own idol, and I didn't find it, but what I did find is...
On the other tribe's idol?
Of course, the first person that I'd want to talk to about this is Vivian, my number one, my OG, who waved to me on the first day, but we're gonna forgive her for that, that's fine. I went to Vivian and I said, I found this idol, I don't really know what to do with it, I have to put it back within 24 hours, or I have to give it to someone on Zaman.
So why do you want to give it to someone though? Also, so you're saying you want to use it as a bargaining chip to have someone be loyal to you?
Yeah, but I don't just want to hand it to someone because I don't want them to like think that I was out there looking for idols on day 1 or day 2. So I want to do it anonymously or in a way that makes it look like it wasn't me who had it, or is at least like tactically advantageous for me. So, and I don't really know the game of Survivor at all, so I asked Vivian for her advice. The other thing that we could do is like publicly give it to somebody.
I was thinking that, and there's not a real benefit to that for us, but it does create chaos, which is kind of
Yeah, I mean, there isn't really, like, if we do that, one, it's like we have to reveal at that point that, like, we were the ones who found it, or, like, I found it, but, like, we are also, like, together in this as well. And we sort of, I think we had a lot of different schemes that were, like, if you can believe, slightly more convoluted than what actually happened.
It might still be safer for you to give it to me and then you choose someone and I give it to them, because there's a reason for me to have gone looking for the idol. Plus half my team knows that I've been looking for the idol and I was open about it. So it would make sense that, like, if it accidentally got revealed, like, they wouldn't be like, oh, Vivian had their idol. They would be like, oh, we already know Vivian was idol. She just found another idol.
But what we ended up doing was thinking, how do we get, like, the most information, or, like, maybe even, like, the Verandi idol out of the Zaman people? And that's how the Puppetmaster email was born.
It would either give you power and, like, an advantage, or it would hurt you.
Oh, sorry.
If you re-hit it, you would not have any possibility of either of those things.
Vivi and I were talking about a separate scheme with the Zaman idol, which is that we can somehow get it to her tribe and they can, like, publicly give it to someone in Zaman, and then that kind of targets them. That wasn't gonna work. That was a bit too hard to pull off, given that they have their tribal on Tuesday. But I'm thinking that I can use this to get my idol, have more people looking for my idol who will give it to me. So the plan is I have this, like, email that I used for, like, a business that I started when I was probably, like, 11, that I've never used since, and I don't think they can trace it back to me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send everyone an email who's on Zaman individually and say, I have your idol. If you give me another tribe's idol, you can have it. I'm also gonna say, like, look, if you can make another offer, let me know. I'm totally open to that. So I'm gonna send those now, because, so they've given me, I found the idol at 1 p.m. today, and they've given me until the end of the day tomorrow. I'm gonna read you what it says before I do this. So subject line is, I have your idol. I'm sending this each to an individual person. I don't want them to know that I've sent it to the whole tribe. So I'm saying, you seem like a valuable ally, and I'd like to see you last in this game. I'm willing to trade. Show me proof you have another tribe's idol by 8 p.m. on Monday, March 1st, and we can arrange an exchange. If this price is too steep, I'm a reasonable person. I'm open to other offers. Make me one. Yours truly, the Puppetmaster, which is my pseudonym. So I'm gonna go ahead and send this. I hope no one hates me for it. There's no way they can trace it back to me, so I think it's okay. But it's just more people looking. I think I'm gonna try to go early tomorrow morning and look for it before maybe these people wake up and see this email, or before these people wake up in general. It would be sort of annoying if they find it first and I'm, like, looking and looking and looking, and then I get an email from them later that says, oh, I have it. I don't honestly expect most of them to go out and find it, but we'll see what happens. I'm interested to see if I get any other offers. Anyway, here, wait. I wonder if I could show you the actual email. Let's see. I'm gonna send this to all 6 of the Zaman tribe people. I think I've gotten their emails correctly. We don't know their last names, so I'm sort of guessing. And there are, like, 15 people named Henry who go to CMU. but I think I have the right people. Wish me luck. This will be interesting. Okay, so this is what the email was supposed to look like, you know, with the image proving that I actually have their idol nice and attached in the actual body of the freaking email. But what actually happened is freaking that. And so I had to send them a follow-up that was just the image, and that's so embarrassing. I do want to say I also spent an unreasonable amount of time coming up with the Puppetmaster pseudonym. I think it's the right level of like just enough completely over the top. It's gonna really get people to respect me, you know? I think it's quite intimidating. I think it means business, and I hope I get some replies. But in the time after I got those emails, me asking for the idol didn't actually matter because I found the Verandy idol on day 3, and I found the Dorit idol with Haley on day 1. All right, so we just finished the first challenge, but I thought I'm never on campus and parking is free today, so I might as well look for an idol even though I don't know what I'm looking for. So we're just gonna walk around. We're gonna see what we find. Haley and I both had the same idea to go back and look for our own immunity idol. Well, I'm pretty sure she was looking for her own immunity idol. We both had the same idea to look for an idol, but we saw each other. Wait, so are you looking for theirs?
I don't know. I think I was. Because that clue was posted.
Right.
So I was like, if I can find their idol before they find their own idol,
Then you can choose who to give it to.
I mean, yeah.
Who would you give it to?
I don't know. I haven't got that far, but
Okay.
I just thought no harm in looking for theirs. And at least could give us a leg up, you know?
That's true. Heard that Vivian had sent the clue to their immunity idol to the whole cast group chat. So they told us what it was. They said, oh, it has something to do with the scoreboard and like love blooms or something. So originally I was like, well, I'm here to look for like my idol. I don't really know what it would help to look for the other tribe's idol. But I was like, since Haley is here, like I should talk to her. Like it looks kind of bad if I don't. And like I want to see what she's thinking.
Do you want to look together?
Yeah, so okay, because it was the score thing. So you already looked over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. And it's not there. What are you even looking for?
Your idol.
Yeah, but like what do you think, what does it look like?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it looks like. We just have to keep our eyes peeled. Is there anything out of the ordinary?
And then there was like a part about love, right?
Yep.
So we decided to look for the idol together.
I don't know why a plastic bag would be inside of it. Oh my gosh, you're right.
You drop it?
No, I've got it, don't worry. Makes so much sense. It's literally inside of the scoreboard.
So we found it. And I have it here. Okay. Congratulations to us.
We successfully found for it. Hidden immunity idol. Delete. When played at tribal council, any votes cast against you will not count. You intend to play the idol for yourself or someone else. Just use it any time before the votes are read. Do not use the idol when voting. It will increase power in the game. Last time you can use this idol when there are 5 players remaining in the game. Well, we can't use it.
I can't use this.
We have to do something with it.
You're like, oh, maybe we should tell the tribe about it. Because it looks kind of bad if we keep this from them, like we do something with it and then they figure out that we're actually, like, we had lied to them, which I agreed with.
Okay, should we tell the rest of the tribe about this then? Or should we keep it to us?
That's hard because if they find out that we did this, then it's gonna seem like we're keeping stuff from them.
Also,
I think we should wait. Go
but
ahead.
also we were both here to look for an idol, right?
That's true. Well, we
say.
can say we were both just like walking around and then we bumped into each other like we did. So we started looking together. Right. I think they'll be fine with that. They could have made the same decision.
Thinking more on it, I was like, you know, like if I can get this idol to Vivian somehow, that would be ideal. And to not have the tribe like know that Haley and I were out there looking for an idol would also be ideal.
Do you want to keep it or should I keep it?
It's up to you.
I don't care.
I actually sort of want to keep it.
Do it. Yeah, take it. Take it.
Okay, because then, well,
Duct tape and all.
alright.
Cool.
I decided to say, like, look, let's just put it back. Let's not tell the tribe about it because then they don't have to know that we were out looking. And we don't really know who we would give it to or like what the play is to give it to the other tribe. Like we don't know anyone at this point, like it's the first day, like there's sort of no strategy there, so why not just put it back? But really what I want to do is give it to Vivian because I know Vivian's gonna be an ally to me. Well, I hope. I'm almost positive she's gonna be an ally to me if we both make it past the merge because we are literally living together next year. So the plan is now, the reason I'm back on campus now is because I'm gonna go put the idol back where I found it. I'm gonna take a photo of it there. I'm gonna send it to Haley so she knows I put it back. And then I'm gonna go give it to Vivian. Okay, so I've just put it back. Let's see. It's in there. So, good luck to Dorit.
We decided to put it back and then that night I think someone stole it. So yeah, I think Abby and I think I trust her the most on the tribe so far and I know her the best.
All right, mission accomplished. I didn't even have to use this extra tape that I have, so that's good. I think I was pretty convincing, and I don't think anyone saw me. I convinced Haley that we should just put it back because it's like too early in the game to like decide who to give it to anyway, and like then we have to reveal to our tribe that like we were both out looking for our own idol, which
You were just looking for it like randomly? Oh my god, Abby.
because I was like, I'm already here, like I might as well. But that was stupid because like everyone else was like out as well. Because everyone else had the same thought, like I'm already on campus, like I might as well look.
Wait, my whole tribe just like went and hung out for like 30 minutes. None of us looked.
Nobody on your tribe was there. It was like somebody from like 2 or 3 other people from like whatever the other one that's not us two.
Okay, yeah.
Green. Yeah, but they obviously didn't find it because I have it.
Okay.
So anyway, I convinced Haley that we should just put it back. And so I went and took a picture of it back in its place on campus.
Okay.
I tried to convince her that I actually put it back. But I did want to actually give it to you.
Oh my god. Wait, first off, where was it? I'm just curious.
It was in the scoreboard behind the tennis courts. It was like in one of the booths.
On the tennis courts, not the football field?
Oh, football.
Oh, I was completely in the wrong place. Alright, I did look when I met to meet up with the person, I looked for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then I was like, and then I saw the girl that most of us want to vote off walking around. And then I was like, oh crap, and so I ran away, but I also then peeked my head out from behind bleachers and she totally saw me do that. I'm like, I'm literally an idiot. This is why I need a training ground before I go on Real Survivor. But like, so she knows I was looking for it. I know she was looking for it.
Okay.
So I was freaking out and telling people that like I saw her looking, so
Okay.
She reacts. But I'm glad she does it.
Right, okay. Yeah, she doesn't. Okay. I mean, unless there are two, and unless this is actually is the one here, wait. But it says...
Wow. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's right here.
Yeah. I'd given the Dorit idol to Vivian. So in her first tribal council, she was totally sure that nobody else had it, obviously because she had it in her pocket. So that's sort of how she was able to maneuver the vote the way that she did, because she knew that Jude wasn't going to play an idol, nobody else was going to play an idol, so it was going to go off how she wanted it to. I don't know, I was looking in all the alcoves in the CFA building, and there's two people sitting there at a table. I just want to look to see that it's not taped under the table or like in the alcove somewhere. And they're not going to move anytime soon, and I just need to ask them to move. Hey, this is gonna sound really weird. I'm like looking for something here.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, yeah,
I
we
found
found
it.
it.
I put it here.
Found it?
Yeah, we found it. Do you want it?
Yeah, I very much want it.
Okay.
Oh my god, Faye, I'm so glad I gave it to you.
Yeah.
I was over here, it's like, oh my god.
When
like,
we found it, it was
up
behind
there.
one of the statues.
Yeah.
That's
I was like,
funny.
what's that? I thought it was yes.
Okay, thank you so
Yeah, no
much.
problem. Hope you later, whatever.
Yeah, no, me too. Wait, what's your name? Sorry.
Simone.
Yana.
Oh,
Yana.
Yeah, I'm Abby.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, thank you.
What is it? It's a game of Survivor?
It's Survivor, and it's like an immunity idol.
Right.
So, and I've been looking so hard for this. Like, this is like probably the 5th hour that I've looked. This is different duct tape than the other ones. Interestingly. So, I'm just gonna unpack it now. Finally, brandy. But I had gotten a couple responses from Lauren, Nadia, and Parker, and I still have to respond to them as the Puppetmaster. From Lauren, it says, "Hello, if we are going to be allies, I feel it is only fair that I know who you are. You already know me. I'm also a reasonable person. Tell me who you are, and I'll show you what I found this weekend." So Vivian and I have been workshopping the Puppetmaster email replies, as we need to reply to both Lauren and Nadia, who have sent me offers. Now I got one from Nadia. "Hello, Puppetmaster. Great to hear from you. This is a very interesting offer that I'm definitely intrigued by. I may or may not have another tribe's idol. The problem is that I have no idea which tribe you are from, so it might not even work for you. I no longer actually need what they say they can give me, since I already have my idol. But we think that we can get more information out of them. So, I don't know. Vivian, do you want to explain what you're...
Yeah, so my thoughts were that we should get information about their tribe out of them, which is probably the best we can do at this point since it's so early in the game. The idea is we want their impressions of who's the strongest on their tribe, who's the weakest on their tribe. That way, if like we make it to the merge and like those people make it to the merge, we kind of know who's a threat or who could be a potential ally. We also asked them to tell us like what allies had already formed on the team, so we know like who's on the majority, if that even exists yet, and all that. So I think the information will help us, and it won't necessarily hurt them, at least not until merge. So it seems like something they would be willing to give.
I say, as the Puppetmaster, back. "Sorry, that won't be possible. Do I really know you at all? You do have information I might find valuable. If you send me an explanation of your tribe dynamics, allies, strong players, weak players, etc., I can get the idol to you. If you show me what you found this weekend, I can get the idol to you. Yours truly, the Puppetmaster. P.S. I may choose to reveal myself to you down the line. If so, the code phrase is fortune favors the weak. Trust no one." I say to Nadia, "Okay, sorry that won't be possible. I'll believe you have an idol when you show me a photo. It does not matter to me which it is. If you cannot produce an idol, which you cannot, you do have information I may find valuable. If you send me an explanation of your tribe dynamics, allies, strong players, weak players, etc., I can get the idol to you. Yours truly, the Puppet Master. And I've given her a code phrase as well. I said I may choose to reveal myself to you down the line. If so, your code phrase is the bell tolls for you. Trust no one.
Dun dun dun!
Parker, bless his heart, sent me an email of an image of the Dorit idol, which I knew was not the real Dorit idol. One, because it looked exactly the same as the Zaman idol that I had sent them, and two, because I had already given that to Vivian after finding it with Haley. Thanks, Haley, for giving that to me. That was real nice of you. Sorry about it. It could just be like sorry too late because it was after 8 p.m.
But what if he asks, like, okay, that's fair. I mean, you also just don't even have to reply.
Rip Parker.
Hard about a burner email. I can't believe he was just like, Hunter Library, 30 minutes.
I respect that. But like,
I don't, because I feel like, who's gonna believe that?
I think it's bold. He took a chance. I'm not catching it though. Like, I'm not falling for that. Because I have too much information now. So it's 8:10 p.m. on the third day, March 1st. I've just received an email anonymously back to my Puppetmaster email. It says, "Nice to meet you, Puppetmaster. I have something you want. Give me until 8:30 p.m. today, and you will not regret it. Yours truly, the Master Puppetmaster," which is cheeky. So I said, I'm intrigued. I don't think they have anything I want. I'm intrigued though. So I said, the Master Puppetmaster, if that's even your real name. I await your message at 8:30 p.m. For your sake, I hope it's worth the wait. Yours truly, the Puppetmaster. The anonymous one isn't useful to me at all because we don't know who they are.
I think that what you can do is like, that one's easy. I think you just be like, I'm not willing to make a transaction when you're still anonymous, or if you're anonymous.
But the anonymous one, I don't think I can say too late because I did give them until 8:30. Like they emailed me and they were like, give me till 8:30, you won't regret it. And I was like intrigued, and so I was like, yeah, sure. But then it was just a fake for Andy one. I think though, if I say no thanks to the anonymous one, they're gonna be like, oh well, the Puppet Master is on Dorit.
Potentially. Although, I'm worried that they can either think that you're on Dorit, or that you know what the Brandy one looks like, and you know it's wrong.
Right.
But what, like, you could literally just say like, I'm not willing to work with someone who is remaining anonymous.
Okay.
And like, worst case, they reveal themselves, and then we'll work from there. But
Right.
like, you have all the power. There's no reason that they should be allowed to be anonymous.
Yeah, and I need to return, I need to return the Zaman idol.
Wait, why?
Because I'm out of time. So earlier today, I went and checked that the Zaman idol had still been hidden in the place where I thought it was before. So I went and checked that the Zaman idol was still there, that no one had found it yet. Because even though the Puppet Master scheme was sort of a bust, nobody really gave me anything that I wanted. What I do want to know is who has the Zaman idol, because that would be important information, useful information for me to have. So I sort of picked one of them, not at random, but I like Nadia the most. She was the least deceptive one in her email, which is funny coming from me. But she was the least deceptive one in her email, and Vivian sort of knows her, so I think she could be an ally later on. So even though she didn't respond with any useful information, I still want to know who has the idol. So I just sent her, as the Puppet Master, still anonymous, an email that said, the location of the idol with a picture of it. And so I hope that she went and got it. I'm thinking I should go check later today that it's not there and she actually did get it. So I'm actually an insane person and I'm on campus. It's 1 a.m. on March 3rd now, because it's past midnight. And I'm on campus and I'm gonna check if the Zaman idol is gone, because I was stupid and I didn't check earlier today. But if it's gone, I can be reasonably confident that it was Nadia who took it. If it's not gone, then Nadia, get on it, man. But then if it's gone tomorrow, like, I can't be completely sure that it was Nadia. So I hope it's gone today. We'll see. Okay, this is horrible lighting. Turns out there was interesting content. The real Zaman idol is gone. But there's a fake one here and they put it in the same bag. And I think it's the same piece of paper as well. But if you can see, that's the idol they put in there. And that's the photo I got from, I think, from the anonymous reply. Okay, quick thought I just had is that I'm thinking of the Master Puppet Master and Nadia as being separate people. But they really could, like, Nadia really could be the Master Puppet Master. Okay, oh my god. So, I can't take the Zaman idol because I know it's fake. But no one can confirm that it's fake, so the rules still apply where I have to either give it to someone on the tribe or no one can confirm it's fake, so the rules still apply, where I have to either give it to someone on the tribe within 24 hours or rehide it. So there's no point in me taking it right now. But I was talking to Vivian. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna give Lauren the clue. Not the clue, but like the location of the idol. Because it's in the same place as the real one was. But now there's a fake one in its place. So we're gonna give Lauren the clue to that. We think Lauren and Parker are aligned because Lauren sent Jude the same image that Parker sent me of the fake Dorit idol. So she must have gotten it from Parker. Pretty much for no other reason other than to sow chaos, I'm about to send Lauren the location of the fake Zaman idol, even though it's in the same spot as the real Zaman idol was. I talked to Vivian about this and we decided like it was a good idea, but in the past when I've been like, yeah, let's just do this, why not, I've like regretted that decision. Because by sending all of Zaman and an actual picture of their idol, I have like inadvertently made it possible for the entire tribe to fake an idol. After the first week, or basically like the first couple days, Puppetmaster stuff sort of died down, or so I thought it died down. There was a lot of talk about it at the beginning, and it only sort of came to Brandy and Dorit, and everyone eventually knew about it, but then we sort of moved past it because the Puppetmaster wasn't pulling any other shit at that point. But then, a little further into the game, people started asking around. They were like, who could be the Puppet Master? Who was doing this at the beginning of the game? Hey, Abby, are you the Puppet Master? And I really had to, not like, well, okay, I don't know if I did it super well, but I attempted to lie about it. I think I was like pretty convincing, but I got a very concerning text from Henry. It was like, hey, are you the Puppet Master? Like, I've known for a while, but just wondering. I was like thinking, maybe I should have a moral compass in this game. Like, maybe I'm kind of getting ahead of myself in this. Like, I don't want to end up being the villain. Like, that is not what I came into this game to do. But like, these situations have just like fallen into my lap, sort of. Like, sure, I went out and like looked for the idol, but like, I don't know, I didn't know that Vivian had sent that, her clue to the group chat. I just stumbled upon that. I stumbled upon Haley, and Haley was the one who found that idol, but then I like twisted that situation to work for my favor anyway. But like, it was totally by chance that it happened. And it was like sort of by chance that I even found like this one, right? Like, sure, I was looking, but I don't know, because I didn't even come up with mine. So I think I've had very good luck in the beginning here. And I think it lends itself to scheming since I've had good luck. But I think maybe I need to tone it down a little bit. We swapped onto new Verandi, and I'd been talking to Eyal the last week, like old new Verandi. We had sort of been in an alliance, and I had sort of, Ethan was telling me like, oh, Eyal's the godfather, like Eyal's controlling everything, and I was like, he seems like a sweet boy, like, I don't know. So I like had the impression originally that we were in an alliance. So I wasn't super worried about the vote, and then when I met with him early in the week, he was like, yeah, I guess we'll just all vote Nikhil. But then Ethan called me and Haley over Zoom and was like, I have some information to tell you.
I'm on call with Henry. We're discussing our vote, our tribal, everything. And at the end, he decides to slip in, Nadia and Eyal feel nervous about tribal. Don't tell anyone. So what do? Go and tell Abby, because I'm like, girl, please be okay. So I message her and she's like, okay, I know you're close to Valen. Can you talk to her? And I'm like, okay, let me talk to Valen. I message Valen and I'm like, hey, bestie, like, let's catch up on tribal. Let's see what's happening. Let's dish the tea, everything. And Valen's like, okay. And this is at 6:57. She is like, I have to go to a meeting. And I'm like, who is this meeting gonna be with? So 7 p.m. rolls around. I hop onto Zoom. I log in. I see Valentina's Zoom icon turn on. I see Eyal's Zoom icon turn on. I see Nadia's Zoom icon turn on. And you know who else I see? Nikhil's Zoom icon turn on. And I'm like, oh shit, like, what is happening? I got news from my tribe and I was like, okay, I need to let them know. But you can't like say that I told you anything because, yeah.
Wait, okay, hold on. Okay, start from the beginning. What's going on right now?
No, this is literally, I don't even have any information, but I was literally just talking with Henry. So just please don't say anything.
I promise I won't,
okay.
You know.
So I was talking with Henry and he's like, don't tell anyone this, but apparently Nadia and Eyal know that they might be in trouble tonight. Which is like worrisome, I guess, mostly for Abby. Is Nikhil flipping? Are they trying to get Nikhil on their side? This is a problem. So I went and I called Haley and Abby and I told them everything, or everything as in like, they're on the call. So like, Verandi, like, y'all better be safe this tribal. Please.
And he was like, I just saw that Nikhil, Valen, Eyal, and Nadia are all in a Zoom meeting at the same time because you can stalk people on Zoom, and that's what Ethan does because he's fucking crazy. And it's like 8 or 9 p.m., so they're definitely not in class or anything. They're all on Zoom at the same time. Like, you guys should be worried for your safety. And I was like, shit, okay. We need to deal with this. I can't trust Eyal like I thought I could. He's not the sweet boy that I thought he was. So maybe we need to cook up a plan here.
Did Abby already tell you the bad news?
I do know, yes.
Okay. So I was just getting to like my contingency potentially is that I text Nadia and I say, I think you guys are going to blindside me. And she's inevitably going to ask, not how do you know, because that would imply. But she's like, where'd you hear that? I'm going to say Nico.
I knew I had the idol, obviously. So whatever happened, I could do something about it, but Haley and Ricky didn't know that. So I couldn't just be like, okay, let's split the votes on Nadia and Eyal. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it, without like telling them I had an idol. Okay.
I'm gonna be the pessimist here. I think it's probably you, Abby.
Okay. How well can you guys lie about things?
It depends on what we have to lie about. I'm
Right.
willing to
I can
make a
lie.
plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I still haven't responded to Nadia, even though she.
Wait.
Is this fake?
Wait.
I have the Verandi idol.
For real?
For real. It has to be real.
Wait. Can you describe what the idol looks like? I always wanted to know.
I can just show you.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Like.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even register.
I knew I had an idol, I just had to play it on the right person. That's either me or Ricky. That's a different story as to how we figured out who it was.
Wait, Haley, are you positive that it's going to be Abby?
I just have a gut feeling about it. And like, I trust my gut feelings. And I just don't think, I mean, if I talked to them more and like maybe like talked to Eyal or something and he like really seems like he was going for Nikhil, then like, I mean, we still have a whole day to like figure it out, so.
Right. I mean, Abby, you could just like bring in your jacket pocket and just, it really could come down to that.
Yeah. I mean, I think like the reason I'm telling you guys is because like, Ricky, if you don't convince everyone to vote for me, it's you. Right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Like,
or Nikhil.
Or yeah.
I don't know that it's gonna go to Nikhil now.
Well, Valen's not voting Ricky.
Valen's not voting Ricky because she's voting me. If I'm gonna play my idol on whoever they're voting for, like we need to get like either Eyal or Nadia out on Zaman, because those are like the big players on Zaman. We want to get a big player out. But I knew also that Nadia had the Zaman idol because I had given it to her. So I wanted to flush that. I was kind of mad at myself for giving it to her because now she's totally not on my side, but whatever. So I was like, okay, gotta get that out of Nadia's hands immediately. And I wasn't sure if she was gonna play it on herself or on Eyal, but I knew that if I played my idol, she'd play it on somebody.
If you play our idol, then us three get to decide who leaves.
Mm-hmm.
So we could put any number of votes. Whoever gets at least 2 votes of our 3 leaves.
We split the votes between Eyal and Nadia so that no matter who she plays it on, one of them goes home.
Tribal just ended, and it was honestly the most heartbreaking thing ever throughout this game because Eyal got voted out, and he was my #1 ally throughout this whole game. And we had big plans and big dreams to make it to the final 2 or 3 together. And obviously that's not the case anymore.
I cannot believe how that tribal just went down. Honestly, what the Dude, me and they all had a solid ass plan to get fucking Abby out, so that way, you know, Ricky could go next. But how the hell were we supposed to expect what? Like, honestly, that was the most surprising tribal ever.
I am still shook at how tribal played out, because everything could have gone according to plan, you know? Me, Valen, Aeon, and Nikhil were gonna stay strong, and we were gonna blindside Abby. Yeah, this just hurts me to just talk about it. So basically, before the votes are read, of course, right? Govin asked us if anyone has an idol that they want to use for an advantage, and like a good 10 seconds go by. No one says anything, so I'm like, okay, I think this is good. But then Abby's like, hey, Govin, wait, I might have something in my shoe. And in my head, I'm like, please, this is not happening right now. This is not real. Like, and she played it. She played it for herself. And in that moment, I knew that I had to play my idol, because I knew, right? Like, Nikhil was telling me that Ricky, Haley, and Abby were voting me. They were putting my name down. So if I didn't play my idol, I was gonna go home that night.
So we had 4 votes for Abby, and then Abby pulls out an immunity idol, which no one had a single clue about. Everyone expected that Ricky would, you know, me, Valen, Ayal, and Nadia expected right away that Ricky would pull out an immunity idol, and that would benefit us, right? Because we're fishing his immunity idol out, as well as getting Abby to use her, getting Abby out. So then when Abby pulled out an immunity idol, I was scared as shit. I had no idea what the hell to do. And then Nadia pulls out an idol, which was actually kind of surprising, but I was happy because like I thought I convinced them to vote for Nadia. So when they voted Abby, that obviously made me sad. But then, because those votes were wasted, but then they started voting Nadia, and I was like, shit, we might actually get a tie, because no one vote count, and we can vote off Ricky. And then here comes the votes, Ayal, and then bam, he's gone. And just like that, I lost the grip of the game.
The 5th name comes out, and it's me. And at first I'm like, okay, wait, this is good. Like, I'm happy because I think the final 2 are probably me too, right? Like, then we go to a revote, and we can all vote Ricky out, which is great. I was completely wrong. That brief moment of happiness instantly got destroyed when I could see through the next vote. I could see it through the paper, and it was Ayal's name. And in that moment, my heart instantly just drops, because I'm like, shit. Ayal's getting voted out tonight, no matter what, unless somehow some other person gets another vote, but it just doesn't make any sense.
Ayal got voted out on our tribal, and he was like, he was part of Old Zaman, and like Old Zaman has been kind of like an unspoken alliance. Like every time we're in a tribe together, like we just like stick together, and it's crazy because Parker was voted out on the other tribe, and Parker was also Old Zaman, so there's like this like anti-Zaman like vendetta or something like thing going around, and I'm like now terrified. Like Henry texted me, he was like, do you think there's this like anti-Zaman thing going on? And I'm like, I don't know, but like we need to stick together.
Abby, Rick, and Haley knew what was going on, and they were acting like, oh my god, we're so shocked. Like, that was completely bullshit. Like, they played us so well, and like, it's respectable, but then again, my mind started thinking, who told them? Like, there was no way that Abby knew to play her idol, and there was no way that they would split their votes. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So at that point, I'm thinking, like, did Nikhil snitch? And like, because that's the valid reason. Like, he was on their side too. Like, maybe he switched and he wanted to vote with them, but he voted with us.
Okay, it's after tribal. Ah!
It all went correctly. Oh my god, okay, I had to act like, oh, I'm super sad, like, sorry to see Ayal go, which, like, I am, like, I feel bad, but, like, holy shit, like, that went so well. Oh man, okay, that was super satisfying. I'm sad that I don't have the idol anymore, and I'm gonna have to look for it again. But, like, that's not even, it doesn't even matter, like, that was so good.
Well, I'll be darned. Dang, that tribal was crazy. I am driving right now, but it's okay. It's very safe. Don't worry. I'm a very, very good driver. And by that, I mean I am so bad that my friends do not like to drive with me. Okay, no, but it's fine. I'm safe. All right, we're good. Okay. Whoa. All right. Okay. Let's unpack what happened. Okay, so last time you checked in with me, we were like, what the frick? Like, what are we gonna do? Like, what's happening? Can we trust Ayal, Valen, and Nadia, and Nikhil? Are they lying straight to our faces? Does Abby need to play her idol? Is Nadia or Ayal gonna play an idol? Should we just vote Nikhil, or should Abby waste her idol? Maybe unnecessarily. Okay. We went with the gut, and if I've learned anything about this game, it's that the gut never lies.
Obviously, Abby having an idol was real clutch. Like, that's the real only reason why, when I say, like, strongest allies, it's Valen on the side, but also, like, me, Abby, and Haley. And it was the plan all along to become a alliance with those two. And it happened really quickly because we all just had that idea. And so, I mean, we really just made the best of it, I guess. Like, that's, if we got that result, that means we made the best of it. I mean, yes, Abby having an idol was like the, you know, centerpiece of this entire lovely plan. But we also did stuff that, like, helped build into it, right? Like, first, like, with Nikhil, you know, he's, you know, for someone who's so stoic and, like, hard to read, he's still very predictable. I mean, the reason why he probably doesn't like me is he fell for the same thing again. But this time it's not on Dorit, and it's just with different people other than me. He felt like he was in control of the first vote, and I leveraged that. He felt like he was in control of, like, this vote. We leveraged that.
Say it with me, everyone. The gut never lies. It's true. It's true. Because we were right about everything. So what happened at Tribal was, we assumed that the four of them were voting Abby. We knew they were voting Ricky because Valen said, I am not putting Ricky's name down. She meant it. She wasn't putting Ricky's name down. They were putting Abby's name down.
That was so good. 4 votes to me and they didn't even count. Ah! Okay. Ah! This is so, so good. Holy shit. Yes.
Oh my gosh. So literally, like, Ayal went home tonight, and I feel bad because, like, Henry, I think when he sees the footage, he's literally gonna be like the eye lip eye emoji, because he was the one that told me that Nadia and Ayal felt nervous, and that's what I went to Abby and Haley with.
What? The freaking head was just chopped off. The head was just chopped off of the freaking serpent. Fuck. This is bad. I think this is bad. Fuck. Okay. Context. Ayal was just voted out. I don't know how. I think there might have been 2 idols. I don't know. But Ayal had a plan to vote Abby out. They were originally going to vote Ricky out, but they thought Ricky had an idol maybe, so they switched it to Abby. And somehow Abby predicted that. Nobody thought Abby was in trouble. I guess Abby did. But somehow Abby predicted that and played an idol.
Oh my god, Valen's also gonna be like the eye lip eye emoji, because once Valen told me she was going on a tribe call, that's when I went and looked at her Zoom and saw that she was on call with Nadia, Nikhil, and Ayal. Like, ugh. Love causing chaos from the other tribe, but the Godfather has been slayed. Ayal, I'm so... Ayal, you seem like a very nice person, but Yeah, I'm so glad, like, they fucking did it, and, like, it's nice that I was able to help make a very subtle move from a different tribe. YOLO! Ooh.
Y'all is pissed at me now. He thinks I betrayed because he told me the entire plan the day of. And we were telling each other everything. I was trusting him, he was trusting me. But now he thinks he shouldn't have trusted me. And, I mean, I understand, like, I don't know how it got out. I didn't tell anyone. Holy shit, shit spreads in this game. Shit spreads everywhere. Fuck. It's like a whole ass fucking manure spreader, this game. Anyway, I'm a farmer. No, I'm not actually a farmer. I'm from Vermont, though. You know that. But holy fuck. This is kind of bad. Okay, it's not horrible because Eyal is a tough competitor. Like, he was going to be hard to beat in individual, but it clearly, from how betrayed he felt by me, and I didn't even do anything, he trusted me. So that sucks because he would have been good to have around for a while longer.
Really sad to see Parker go. Really sad to see Eyal go, definitely. Like, losing one of them I could handle. Like, I was ready to, like, move forward without Parker, but man, without Eyal, this is going to be a tough game. Everything's on a downswing.
This means that crew is actually strong, although it got out 2 idols, I think, which is incredible. But this means that the Abby, Ricky, Haley, I don't know if Haley did anything, but the Abby and Ricky, Abby is, holy shit, Abby is a dangerous player. Ricky, I already know, is a dangerous player. I think Nadia is a dangerous player. She had an idol. She never told anyone, I think. Holy fuck. So they're gonna be tough. So I gotta stick. I was gonna, like, maybe play the middle, see who I wanted to go with from Zaman, or the old Zaman alliance, or my newer alliance from this tribe, but I gotta stick with this tribe. I gotta make sure we're solid.
I would like to clarify that voting Parker out was Xavier's plan. I was 100% ready to vote Tina, and when I met it with Xavier, and he's the one who was like, what if we blindside Parker? And I went with it, honestly. I have a whole letter. I'm gonna read it. But now Ethan is scared. Ethan's telling Abby that he's scared of me because I, like, enacted that scheme. And, like, this is what I was afraid of. I think I pushed that scheme too hard because I don't want to be seen as a schemer because that makes me a target.
I think my favorite thing about the Parker vote was literally me going to Xavier being like, not knowing that it was actually his plan and being like, you know, I'm actually worried about Vivian. Like, I don't really know. That was a big move. She played that really well. And him being like, yeah, like, I definitely agree. She's a big threat.
I'm scared now because Ethan is scared of me. And I'm sure if he is scared of me, then, like, that sentiment's probably shared by Runjin and maybe Tina. But, like, I mean, it was Xavier's plan and Xavier knows this. So maybe Xavier is on my side.
And finding out the next day that he went to Vivian being like, don't tell anyone that it was actually my idea. Like, that shit still gets me. What a fucking, like, sneaky king. Iconic.
Anyways, here's my letter to Parker that I wasn't allowed to send and that I am going to send to him after either I get voted out or the game ends. So, where'd it go? Okay, so I'm not gonna read the whole thing, I'm paraphrasing. It's, like, very long. Like, look at this. Look at all this text. Basically, I'm saying that I'm really sorry that I voted him off. And it was really, really hard. I had a really hard time afterwards. Like, I'm okay. No, I still feel kind of bad now. But, like, afterwards, I genuinely felt so bad. Like, I just didn't know how to get over feeling bad for blindsiding him. Because, like, I blindsided Anna, but I had said, like, maybe 2 sentences to Anna. Voted off Joe. I, like, barely knew Joe. I also said, like, 2 sentences to him. I started to feel a little bad towards the end because we had our one-on-one, but that was, like, 2 hours before the tribal. So really, I haven't had to vote for anyone I've cared about. And, like, even though Parker has, like, a very interesting personality that, like, is very contrasting to mine, I think, I still really care about him, and he was still really nice to me, and, like, that really sucked. So basically, I gave him a bunch of reasons, and there are 1, I am, like, half the Puppetmaster, basically, and Parker hates the Puppetmaster. Like, that's his arch nemesis. So the closer he got to finding out who the Puppetmaster was, the more in danger I am, because, like, I'm sure the second he found out, he'd want to vote me off because I lied to him about not knowing anything about the Puppetmaster. 2, it was just that I didn't come up with a plan. It was Xavier's plan. So I hope that like it's probably going to be framed as my plan because I'm much better at like pushing plans, even though I don't come up with them. Same with the Anna plan. That was Ricky's. 3, a big one is that like I lied to Parker about so many things, like being bad at lying, not being in an alliance with Renjin and Haley, like not knowing anyone before the game, and like these are all necessary lies to protect my position, but I was really, really scared of any of them unraveling, because like with Nadia, for example, Nadia lied to Parker about not knowing Tina, and that already caused Parker to mistrust her. So I lied about so many things, and I was worried that like I felt like I was on this castle of sand, this castle of sand built upon lies, and the second one of them fell over, like I would just come toppling down.
So, all these wild trials are happening, and I realize, wait, Nadia played an idol, Abby played an idol, they're Rehiding, Abby's found 3 idols, let's go and search. So I'm like, hey Abby, do you want to come searching today? And she's like, yes. So we head to campus, and we're searching around, and there's this garage area, and there's all these rocks that are in a slant, and I'm like, honestly, like, that's somewhere I would put an idol.
Let's go put this somewhere else now.
So we're searching, I'm going on here, I'm tripping down, dramatic, can't find it, and then out of the corner of my eye, a plastic bag. And what do you know? The Zaman idol. And I'm so happy because since we're on opposite tribes, that means I can have one. But you know what would be cooler? 2 idols. So we decided to keep searching, and we're by this part of campus, and you know that Cardi B meme where you're like, that's suspicious? I look at this rock and I'm like, that's suspicious? Abby goes to the rock, she lifts it open, and what do we find? Idol number 2, baby.
Oh my god! Here, look at the new brandy. Hey, y'all voted out at the last tribal council. Really? So, is everybody ready for today's community challenge? No. Well, one last time. Drop your bus. Wow! Another swamp? Wow! Oh my god.
3 times.
3 times.
3 times.
New boss better be sexy.
Ricky, what's happening here?
Honestly, I don't even know. Y'all should just be fucking with us.
The merch!
I didn't want to say that because I don't want to jinx it.
It's not a merge.
No.
I knew it! I knew it!
This twist is called Seize Your Moment, and here's how it works. You will be competing in an individual immunity challenge. The top 6 people that complete the challenge in the fastest amount of time will earn their merge box.
Oh my god.
The bottom 6 people in this challenge will go to tribal council immediately after this challenge.
What?
With about 20 minutes to strategize where the 7th and final preacher of the game will be voted out. All right, are you guys ready to learn how the challenge works? This challenge is called Counting Equations, and here's how it's going to work. You will be counting several things around campus. This will result in an equation that you have to solve. The 6 fastest people to get the correct answer from the equation will win individual immunity, will make the merge, will make the jury. The bottom 6, unfortunately, you will be going to tribal, where somebody will be the 7th person who goes out and Scotty Survivor lost the time. Survivors ready! Go! And they're off in the final challenge before the merge.
Fucking early for this. On the chessboard, 37 dominoes.
I don't know. I didn't do it.
I got it.
I'm 35 now.
I caught 38.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, I may have forgotten the bottom one.
13,
So
14, 13, 14, 15, 16, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Wait. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Everybody coming back with numbers. Who will be the first to solve the equation? You got it with paper.
Wait, you got 45?
Yeah.
Or you got 37? Where did you get 37?
I counted it twice.
What about
1, 32, 33, 35, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Okay, just go.
Okay.
So 41.
I have the dominoes on the chessboard and the steps.
How many?
40 dominoes, 22 steps. Okay,
40,
I got 40.
40.
How many steps?
You got it.
22, yes.
Okay. Are you going to 5?
Not them not helping me.
42, 43.
41, 30.
What did you do? Did you require the numbers? I got 90. 90?
I'm going slow and steady. Everyone's gonna mess up the numbers.
This is incorrect. You will have to go back to a different station. Win individual immunity. You
Oh
cannot. Nadia, stay from the vote. Xavier wins individual immunity.
Let's go, we made it to the merge.
I just wanted this fast.
Oh my god.
My dad, we made it. I'm like, I know we can't give hugs, but this is a virtual hug.
You got it, you got it.
You got it?
I'll take it. So thank you. I got you. I got you.
No, just literally looked at her. She was like, that.
I got you.
No, but like we were at that age.
Yeah.
Please give it to me.
Give it to Shane.
Henry giving a check. That is correct. Henry makes
merge. Hell yeah. Woo!
I kind of want to
Hit this. Oh my god, how's Valen?
4 people are finished.
It is the same number.
What'd you get?
40.
is the third time I've counted Haley. I think I'm good. This is incorrect. I'm gonna have to go back to a different station. Haley, do you want to check?
Yeah.
Incorrect. That is correct. Vivian makes the merge.
Yes!
There's one spot left. There's one spot left. Incorrect. Incorrect. I've counted the dominoes like 3 times and gotten the same number. I know the ones that I've counted are correct. Oh. We're just trying to make sure Nikhil doesn't get voted out.
I'm 32.
22. Yeah. No, it could be 90.
It could be 90.
Where?
10, 19.
Incorrect!
It's 6 and 6.
Nikhil.
Exactly.
No.
So just let someone else get it. Me, you, Abby, we stay in. We go to tribal council, we get out of here.
Oh, wait, there's 5 meeting, right?
6.
6.
Right? Yeah, 6.
Fuck, who's left? Tina.
Me, you, and Abby.
Alright, Ricky thinks he has it.
Should I?
If Abby doesn't get it, it's me, you, Abby. And someone else, but if we just rope in one more person, we're fine. We only have 20 minutes. We keep it nice and easy.
But
I just don't think
who
I'm
are
gonna
the other 3 though? I don't know if we want a person to.
Who do we want to keep in? Because we can help whoever we want to keep in the game. I mean, whoever we can.
Grace already got it.
Ricky, Renz, and Haley, and Abby all working together at this point.
So we have to
It's
make
not
sure
the
he
map,
doesn't
it's
get
just
it.
the council.
And then we have the majority. Exactly.
Someone else to get it.
Also, just feed him wrong numbers. Okay, make sure he doesn't get it. Yeah, okay. How about one of us just like
New strategy.
and then like I'll go to Hammer's 5 again.
Me and Abby
Hammer's
have
5 is
numbers?
22
Numbers,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I'm just sitting here. So I don't have to fucking run again. Check. Incorrect! 1 spot remaining in the merge. Who will it be?
Nikhil is back.
Alright.
I have 2 guesses. I'm allowed to do both of them.
You have to run to hunt and back between your guesses.
I'm guessing it wrong since you went away.
And Nikhil is correct! Nikhil gets the final spot in the merge. Sending Valen, Ricky, Haley, Abby, Ranjan, and Tina to Tribal Council. The number you were searching for was 982.
977, 976, 974, 973, 978. I was like right there. I'm right there. 1 baby.
Feels so good.
One team, one fight. Let's go.
Congratulations to the 6 that have made the merge. You can now come get your buff one at a time. Vivian. Ethan.
This is like graduation.
Xavier. Nikhil. Nadia. And Henry. For coming in first in the challenge, Nadia, you got an advantage.
Oh no. Oh no.
The rest of you, Valen, Ricky, Haley, Abby, Runjan, and Tina. One of you will be the 7th person voted out and the final pre-juror of Scotty Survivor Lost in Time. You will have 20 minutes to strategize before we go to Tribal Council. 20 minutes. Starts now.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, but everyone said that last time.
Oh.
Wait, you should tell us that on camera.
Are you swearing?
I swear. I'm not
swear.
voting you.
I swear, I'm not voting you either.
I promise.
I promise. I don't break pinky promises. You're gonna have to break my pinky if I break that, so.
Okay. Okay, Valen.
It's okay, I want her out.
Okay. You sure?
Is everyone else in the same consensus? Because I know how all you guys are like Randy's. I'm like, no. You guys like were sending signals like through your minds, and I was like, Tina, right? I'm pinky promising people. I swear, that's where I'm going. Yeah.
I don't know what else makes sense.
Y'all can vote me out next time.
Like, yeah. I know, like, y'all wanna just get to.
So that before we go force we talk, okay, we definitely need at least 3. So if I take in here, so then right here.
Don't worry.
Yes. Okay. So that force high or see if we can get. Then we have to get both countries. They have to be essentially.
I know that like I'm not like the strongest player, don't have like the strongest alliances. I ended up talking to Ricky and the conversation was really easy. Like I kind of like pivoted the vote or the topic to Valen and he was pretty on board with me, so that was surprisingly easy, a little too easy.
To recap, so I talked to Ricky and we talked about potentially voting for Valen just because like I've never had a connection with her. Like,
I've never,
yeah. And from Ricky's perspective, like he was in a tribe with her, but like she was like up here and he was kind of like at the bottom of the hole. So I think like it made sense to do that.
And then I talked to Haley for a bit and she was also very easy to persuade, I guess, and she was also on board with Valen.
An explanation?
I think she's going strategically over like who she thinks is at the bottom that's not her. And she thinks it's her.
Yeah, that's not true. Yeah, we're pinky swearing all around.
No, you know like you guys.
Are you sure?
We haven't formally met yet, but you're part of the team now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
in. Cool. Where's Ricky?
I have no incentive to go to you.
And then right when I was coming inside here, I saw Ricky, Abby, and Valen talking to each other, and I think they might be plotting against me. I'm kind of expecting that I'll go home today, honestly. I had a nice time, but obviously sometimes things don't go the way they planned it to, so maybe, although I'm expecting that I might be blindsided, I might not be.
Welcome to the final tribal of the pre-merge portion of this game. You are the 6 who did not win your way into the merge. Tonight, one of you will be the final member of the pre-jury. My first question is for Ricky. You had a crazy few weeks. Walk me through what you're really thinking about when you come to this vote.
Yeah, with all the craziness, with all the different ties, relationships that we've all made, it's really hard to gauge like where everyone's at, like who they're really with, if we're even really with anyone, like maybe everyone's relationships are like weak. So it's really at this point, I'm just like praying to God that it's not me. So,
Amen.
yeah.
Valen, do you think that there's any funny business during the challenge? Do you think that everybody earned their way into the merge, or do you feel like some people don't deserve to be there?
No, I think it was fair. I mean, everyone ran and knew where to go, and you said we could help each other, and if people took that to their advantage, then good for them.
Gotcha. Haley, when you think about the previous tribal, there's a lot of stuff that went on. How big of a factor are idols and advantages in this vote?
Well, I mean, 2 idols were played at our last tribal, so we know that, those are out, and I'm assuming no one has found them yet. I mean, the new one. I'm not too worried, but in the back of my head, there's always, that voice that's like, something else could come up and we don't know what it could be, and we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
So, Abby, this is the final time before the jury portion that you can make a big move and blindside a major player. How does that whole idea play into this vote?
I got 4 votes last time. I hope people don't see me as a major player that they want to get out right before the merge. I'm just hoping.
Tina, do you think that you're a major player? How are you deciding your vote?
I think I'm a pretty simple player, and I'll make a simple decision, and that's it.
Okay, Ranjan, the final thing here is you got 6 people, all from very different starting tribes. How are you deciding tonight's vote?
Honestly, I'm just deciding based on what I feel is right, where I've been the past few weeks, the people I've talked to, like all those previous interactions have given me kind of an idea of where I think I lie in this game, and I'm going to use that to my strength and just follow along those lines. I think this is not the tribal for me to play games. The past couple tribals we've all seen, like many games were played, and I don't think today is time to mess with fate.
Okay, with that, it's time to vote. Ricky, you're up first.
This is for Joe. I really hope you get out of this game and that you don't have some idol and that everyone else just flips on me and votes me out of here. I want you to go home for what you did to Joe. I really wish he was still here. Bye.
There really is no basis behind this vote. She's just the person I don't know the best, so sorry, Valen.
I'll go tally the votes. For the final time of the pre-merge, I have the votes. Before I reveal the votes, if anybody has any idols or powers they'd like to play, now is the time to do so. Seeing none, I'll reveal the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Valen. 1 vote Valen. Tina. 1 vote Valen, 1 vote Tina, 4 votes remaining. Tina. That's 2 votes Tina, 1 vote Valen, 3 votes remaining. Tina. That's 3 votes Tina, 1 vote Valen, 2 votes remaining. Next vote. And final person voted out for the pre-merge portion of Scotty Survivor Lost in Time. Tina. Tina, please bring me your torch. Tina? The tribe is spoken. It's time for you to go. To the rest of you, congratulations on making the merge for season 2. Please come up here and get your bucks. And join the rest of the merge tribe. Woo!
Hi everyone, this is Shane Killen, editor of Scotty Survivor Lost in Time. I really hope you guys have enjoyed the pre-merge portion of the season. I know it has been a blast to edit. We're actually going to take a 1-week pause next week, but don't worry, there's still going to be Scotty Survivor content. We're going to have a pre-merge podcast with maybe some of the boots. You'll probably see some familiar faces from the College Survivor community, and then we are going to come right back in 2 weeks from today with our episode 7. It is the merge, and if you thought you saw something coming with the pre-merge, wait till you see this merge. The gameplay is fantastic. I cannot wait for you all to see the rest of the season, and just thank you so much for your support. Tune in next week for the pre-merge podcast, and we can't wait for the rest of the season. Thank you, everybody.
So I had a pretty good run. Honestly, when I came into this, I wasn't expecting all of this intensity and drama. There's definitely a lot more than I can handle. But I guess my final words for the rest of everyone is, I hope everyone has fun and they have a good time. Honestly, like, the reason why I joined this game was to meet new people and have some fun. And I think I was able to accomplish that to an extent. So I'm wishing nothing but the best for the rest of the contestants. And yeah, that's it.